It's been a long, long time since I got you on my mind. Now you are here, and it's so clear to see what we can do, baby, me and you. Steer it up, little darling, steer it up.
They've made it up from the cool confines of San Diego to join us up here this evening. If anyone hasn't given to the basket yet, the basket will be up here. Come and get it at halftime, or if you want it now, we can get you now, whatever you need. It's all a donation. All goes to the band. We make nothing but enjoyment out of this. And I really do want to thank all of you for making this possible, because without you guys, I couldn't do this stuff. You all brought the food that you all enjoyed. You give them money so these guys will come up here and entertain us. And let me get out of the way, because we want to hear them. Speech! Yeah, right. BerkelyHart, ladies and gentlemen, BerkelyHart! It's a wonderful basket. I wouldn't put all my eggs in it.
No. Okay. All right, we're up here. Here we are.
Are we on? Are we being recorded now?
You are.
Okay, I'll try and look my best.
What are the 7 words again?
I like it. I like it already.
Nice. Somebody in the audience started to yell out the 7 words. I loved how you edited yourself there, sir. Thank you.
Hey, that'll stop.
I know. I realize that the sun hasn't gone down yet.
All right.
Thank you.
Wow, cool. Hello. How are you guys? This is so cool, man. You made a music festival. What we have in mind is breakfast in bed for $49.
Right.
Wow. Sure turned into a beautiful evening. I got me an Austin girl, cowboy boots and purple curls. The cotton dress is plain as day. She's pretty as the Milky Way. And I got me a wildflower, changes color hour to hour. She's just like the Texas wind. Her whisper makes me wanna sing. And I got some photography. The camera caught her watching me. Her face was like a Christmas star. Well, I was filling up her heart. Now my Austin girl sings like a bird. She already knows the word. And they're written on her heart and soul. She will make them beautiful.
Loud enough? Good?
Too loud? Too soft? Everything's perfect? How's my hair? Okay. I haven't really looked at it since before the pandemic. Is it okay? At a certain point, I think we all just went, okay, what am I... Fuck it. For about 8 months. And then it was cool. Then we all figured out our... I think we all came out of this with different hair than we did going in. Nope, Bruce is the same over there.
I know we're up here in Giants country, but I'm going to apologize for the reference to the San Diego Padres in this song ahead of time.
Are you a fan of the song or the Padres? Oh, sweet. So it's close to the Padres. There's another couple teams close to you as well that you should know about. Semi-professional ball clubs. Yeah, we're all with you on that. Right on.
Called her up and said, hey babe, I got last minute tickets to the baseball game, but we gotta go right now. She said, I can be ready in 5 minutes. Just pull up outside, honk your horn and I'll come out. Sure enough, she came running down her front steps, looking like she just rolled out of her bed. Her hair was a disaster, so she tied it back and stuck a Padres cap on her head. She was wearing some old sweats. I said, babe, it's gonna be hot. She said, I did not have time to shave my legs. Then she tried to put some lipstick on in the car, but we hit a pothole and she smeared it all over her face. She's so beautiful, smoking hot. She's so beautiful, even when she's not. Well, her girlfriend called me up from a bar one night. She said, you better come get her. She's had too much to drink. So I drove down there, picked her up, and took her to her house. Then I held her hair back while she threw up in the kitchen sink. She stumbled to the bathroom, and I helped her get undressed. Then I tucked her in her bed. She slurred the words, I love you. Then she fell asleep with her mouth all slack-jawed open like she was dead. But she's so beautiful, smoking hot. She's so beautiful, even when she's not. My knees were shaking as she walked down the aisle. All our friends and relations turned their heads and smiled. I was watching their faces as she passed by each row. I could see they were whispering, she's so beautiful. Well, they were putting tubes in her arms as I held her hand and stood at the side of her hospital bed. Her hair was all matted and stuck to her skin. her cheeks were all puffy and red. Every now and then she twisted up her face like they were tearing her insides apart. Then she bore the most beautiful child, and I just stood there choking on my heart. But she's so beautiful, smoking hot. She's so beautiful, even when she's not so beautiful. She's still smoking hot. She's so beautiful, even when she's not hot. Thank you. This is so nice. We need to remember to all thank Pierre and Lee for creating this magical environment.
We appreciate you guys all giving us your addresses. And some of our friends are all visiting your houses right now. Just tidying up, making some room for you in your place. Some room you didn't know you had, but now you're going to be able to get that new thing that you've been wanting to get. All right, well, let's do this the cowboy song.
Okay.
Is that all right? Just right now. Just
Sure.
like jump right in.
We'll jump in. Jeff just wrote this song, so
Just right now.
I'm going to practice it on stage with him.
I'm also going to. Basically, we're both going to be learning this song right here in front of you.
What's the key?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It's in that. Oh, E.
E.
Echo. So, I'm going to find the words just because.
So, have you all seen us before up here? Yeah. Everybody? Anybody that hasn't seen us? Oh. Okay. Well, I apologize up front.
Those of you who just raised your hand, if you just come on up. And the rest of you, we're going to get in a circle around them. And you remember the chant from last time. Now's the time to light the fire. It's right there. I'm a prop comic right now.
Yeah.
I'm like Carrot Top or Gallagher. Right? That's a pull right there.
Is that why there's all that watermelon in there?
Yes. Vegematic. Oh my God. Good night, everybody. Thanks. That's our time. We brought up Gallagher. That's against the rules.
What's this we?
I hate to tell you, but we're in this together.
Okay. All right.
You're up here. I'm up here. We're up here. Most of the bad ideas are his. If you love this song, I wrote it. So, a funny thing happened when they legalized weed. Several things funny happened when they did it, but, I thought, oh my God, okay, cool. Now everybody can, smoke a little weed and maybe people, I don't know, somehow I thought it would solve all the problems. But it turns out, if you're an asshole, weed really doesn't help. And so, what are you going to do? I thought it would fix things, but sometimes it makes things worse. But it definitely had its effect on everyone. And so this song sort of comes from that. supports the NRA, and he hitched his wagon to the GOP. And his days are filled with honest work, and he's earned the right to play. So every night at sunset, he rolls one up to toast the day. Now the rodeo has hippies, the tractor pulls are trippy, and the jukebox now plays Lucy in the Sky. Even the cowboys get high. Well, the times they are changing, and he's been changing too. Budweiser, kombucha, and lavender flavored chew. Now he's a vegetarian, 'cause he stopped having chili on his fries. And he discovered sitar music, but he don't want to see through his third eye. Now the rodeo has hippies, the tractor pulls are trippy, and the jukebox now plays Lucy in the Sky. Now that the cowboys get high, well, he fell in love with a liberal, and he moved out west to Coeur d'Alene. And he's still a farmer, but the crops don't look the same. And they still argue politics, but it never gets insane. 'Cause right and left don't matter when you're on another plane. Now the rodeo has hippies, the tractor pulls are trippy, and the jukebox now plays Lucy in the Sky. Now that the cowboys get high, now that the cowboys get high. It's weird singing to Barbara and Hillary like that. I look up and I see, I don't know, we may have to close the blinds. It's freaking me out. You guys see him too, right? Yeah. Where? Security?
This is our most recent album has this song on it. So if you like it, we can sell you one tonight.
It's a CD.
Right.
We don't have any albums. We should make our own. We should make albums like my stepmom used to make picture albums, and she would use potpourri and a glue gun and stuff to make them. We could do handmade albums for people.
All right. You do the prototype.
Is someone writing these ideas down? Did you hear? I said a glue gun, right? You heard me say that. And potpourri. One time she made a rat this big, stuffed with potpourri, and impaled on a broomstick.
was a good-smelling impaled rat.
It was terrifying. It plagued most of my latter childhood.
You know what explains a lot.
You know, the first 50 years of childhood are the hardest.
Don't let me get old while the night is still young, 'cause I got a whole lot of living left before I'm done. I'll reckon with Jesus when the morning comes, but don't let me get old while the night is still young. You can see where I've been by the lines on my face. Maybe I slowed down a little, but I'm still in the race. When the angel comes calling, I ain't gonna run. But don't let me get old while the night is still young. And whether I roll like a Willie or crash like hay, I wanna pull into heaven on an empty tank. I'll lay down this guitar when the last song is sung, but don't let me get old while the night is still young. Whether I roll like a Willie or crash like hay, I wanna pull into heaven on an empty tank. I'll lay down this guitar when the last song is sung, but don't let me get old while the night is still young. And I'll pay what I owe when the last bell is rung. Just don't let me get old while the night is still young.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys. On the this is our latest record that came out. It's called While the Night is Still Young. And on that same album, we have this other ridiculous song that I'll play for you now. You're welcome. In my living room is a keychain holder, and it's you're supposed to hang your tractor keys on it, but I hang my Oldsmobile keys there. But it says John Deere on it, and across the room from there is a mirror, and in that mirror, roughly, it says Dear John. Dear John, John Deere. It was an accident. I didn't think it up. It happened in the mirror in my living room when I passed by. Sometimes, really, songwriting is just all about having a pen nearby or something to write down things.
Or a mirror.
A mirror. Yes, songwriting was a lot about mirrors for a while, for sure. And so, anyway, I called up Calman, and he's like, wow, great title. And he came over, and there was a lot of different ideas for the story of the song, Dear John, John Deere, but we kind of settled on the story that, and this is the perfect place. This sort of looks like the house that I picture
In the song.
in the like if we were going to make a video, I feel like this could be the house that would be used in
They'd
the
have to
video.
get busy with the corn.
We need, yeah. You guys, can you grow some corn? Where? Oh no, more, much more corn. You're going to need to buy up some of these other properties. Yeah. But if you're lucky, we're going to get you a free tractor out of it because it's going to be the Dear John, John Deere video, and I'm sure that dozens of people are going to watch it. Dozens. So, anyways, we decided, what's this song about? And so we said, she's pissed off because he's been drinking again, and he promised he'd stop. So she goes outside and writes a Dear John letter in the cornfield with his tractor.
She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. The cornfield said she's out of here. It was short and sweet, but it was loud and clear. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere.
He promised he wouldn't, but he did it again. Passed out, blacked out at 6 a.m. in a whiskey coma on the kitchen floor. She had it up to here, she couldn't take no more.
So she threw on her bathrobe and stormed outside. Fired up his tractor and she went for a ride. She plowed his corn and the note she left was a 90-foot message that he'd never forget. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. The cornfield said she's out of here. It was short and sweet, but it was loud and clear. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. Now she kept it simple so he'd understand. Just 2 big letters for one small man. She started it out with a big old F, and it don't take no genius to guess the rest. She kept it simple so he'd understand. Just 2 big letters for one small man. She started it out with a big old F, and it don't take no genius to guess the rest. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. The cornfield said she's out of here. It was short and sweet, but it was loud and clear. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. Say it with us. Yeah, she wrote a Dear John with his John Deere.
All right, we can do this all night. We're going to do this again, and we're going to do it right, and we're going to make the neighbors call the cops, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She wrote a
Dear John with his John Deere.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm starting to feel the vibe, but I'm not getting a lot of love. I can tell which of you are drunk, which is good. But I need you all to just do it one time, and then we'll move on. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. She wrote a
Dear John with his John Deere.
That's nice. Okay, cool. I also want to say thank you very, very much for not getting too close to us because we're afraid of people. What's there?
Maybe there's supposed to be like a folk mosh pit.
Folk mosh. That's the name of our next record, by the way. Album. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Thank you for keeping the applause while I talked out loud into the microphone. That was very nice. Appreciate it. Sure. Yeah, it's good. Okay. All right. Let's do that one. Losing money every minute we don't. So those a couple songs are from our album. While the Night is Still Young. I forgot what it was called for a minute. That happens. This next one is from a CD that we have called Crow. The song about the dog is on the CD with the bird. That's how we remember.
I'd like to dedicate this song to Pickles and Jeeves. And then all those other dogs in the house. I don't know what their names are. The wiener dogs in the house. The wiener dogs in the house. The way this song came about is I had this dog, big old yellow dog. His name was Howie. He's since passed on, but I remember, he would be home by himself and everybody be gone to work or school or whatever they're doing, and he would just be so ecstatic for whatever time you gave him. Dogs are like that. And I started thinking that, we have people in our lives that maybe feel that way about us too. That's where this came from. Well, my name is Sam and I'm the family dog. I lie around sleeping all day long. While Trevor's at school, I'm home alone. And I run to the door when Trevor gets home. And he hugs my neck and he says my name. He throws the ball for a while, then he's off again. And it's just a few minutes of his time. And I'm just another stop on his way. But those few minutes when he's all mine are the best few minutes of my whole day. Well, my name is Trevor and I'm in the 6th grade. My dad is named Ben and he works long days. After school, I'm home alone. And I run to the door when my dad gets home. And he ruffles my hair and we talk about stuff. He makes me dinner, then I go to bed. And it's just a few minutes of his time. And I'm just another stop on his way. But those few minutes when he's all mine are the best few minutes of my whole day. Well, my name is Ben and I'm a single dad. My father's in a home and he's getting real bad. I go to see him with Trevor and Sam. But most of the time, he don't know who I am. But sometimes, there's a light in his eye. He says my name, and we talk about stuff. And it's just a few minutes of his time. And I'm just another stop on his way. But those few minutes when he's all mine are the best few minutes of my whole day. Well, I'm an old man and I've lost my mind. I can't tell what's real most of the time. But there's a boy named Trevor and a man named Ben. I've seen them before, but I'm not sure when. And they always bring a dog named Sam, who licks my face and lays his head in my hand. And It's just a few minutes of his time, and I'm just another stop on his way. But those few minutes, that dog's all mine. They're the best few minutes of my whole day. Well, my name is Sam, and I'm the family dog. I lie around sleeping all day long. Thank you. Sorry about that, man.
It's all right. If you didn't start crying, there'll be another song along in a couple minutes, and we'll get you. That's right. Or perhaps you're dead inside. What's happening? Oh, it's the light show.
Ignore that man behind the curtain. Oh, look at that.
Oh, good. You see him too?
Yeah, I do. Nice.
I have to ask. Wow. Right? Didn't we just get a lot better? Now I'm going to need a couple of you to sit on either side of us and just blow smoke. Just with analog smoke machines. I know you can. I've been here for a while. I've been observing you. Do we know any more songs?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, isn't it? Okay, let's do that. We didn't do that one.
I don't think we did that one last night.
I don't think so.
That was a shame.
Cool. That's a shame. It's a crying shame.
Is it E?
It is. This next song is about the union workers in South America. It's 45 minutes long. It's mostly improvisational. And it's all dance. I'm kidding. Folk mosh. I still think that's the coolest. Folk mosh. We can do an album of all folk versions of punk songs.
All right.
Like Sex Pistol songs and stuff. Or
Okay.
24 hours ago, I wanna be sedated. Isn't that right? It works. That only sounds punk rock. You can't play God Save the Queen without it sounding. I don't know, maybe you can. All right, sorry, I'm talking out loud again.
It's all right.
I could literally do this for the rest of the night, just playing the first 10 seconds of punk rock songs that you've never heard of before.
Let's save that one. Let's save that.
We're going to do that later.
Let's
We'll
save
do
that
later.
idea.
Back at the hotel. The moon is not up yet. Should we wait on this song?
All right.
Won't it have more effect?
Yeah, let's wait.
Okay, we'll wait. Phew.
All right.
You guys dodged a bullet there. We almost did that song without the moon being up behind us, which would have been a really weird production mistake.
Play High School Town.
I like that song. Let's do that. We don't need a moon in the sky for that song. Well, I used to ride a little motorbike, 1 block down, 2 more to the right, out through a cul-de-sac into open space and time. And I had a lot of friends around here, they've all moved on, all but disappeared, taking on identities in another place and time. Well, I think it may be time to make a move. Tired of this town, tired of this groove, and I've been contemplating moving on down the line. Asheville, Nashville, Memphis, Tennessee, same to me will be gone by Christmas. Honey, don't you move too slow. I'm on my way back home. And I used to stay out almost every night, outskirts of town, pale moonlight, finding my identity in another place and time. And now I drive around my high school town, eyes wide open, good look around. The place is like a skeleton without a reason or rhyme. Thinking maybe time to make a move. Tired of this town, tired of this groove, and I've been contemplating moving on down the line. Mansfield, Macon, Washington, D.C. don't make no difference. All the same to me will be gone by Christmas. Honey, don't you move too slow. I'm on my way back home. We got this wide open free country, thousands of miles from sea to sea. Now don't you wanna see that other sea? Well, I think it may be time to make a move. Tired of this town, tired of this groove, and I've been contemplating moving on down the line. Boston, Boston, Waimea Bay, come on, let's get with it. Gotta find a way to be gone by Christmas. I can't wait another day. I'm going home. I'm going home. Going home to stay. Yeah. All right. I saw some of you moving your feet. It's weird, right? Is this anybody's first show since they had that pandemic on down the hill? I'm not sure if you heard. Yeah, this is our third show back, and we're still remembering what it's like to do this. I forgot about the part where everybody just sits there and looks at you.
You know, when we stream online, we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, I got really intimate with the camera there. I was like, I could totally be a model at this point, I feel like. I think I would be a super model. I'd be super. Somebody actually groaned. Did you hear that? Usually they're not groaning till the second set. I'm pretty proud of that. We got to a groan very early on. Most of them are still recovering from the Sam the Dog song. It's okay. I'm trying to help you laugh out loud so you don't cry out loud. Yeah, sure. What do you Sure, I'm in.
All right. Bruce, you were asking me about this song, I think, earlier. So we're going to play this for Bruce. Sorry, I didn't realize you had to tune. So,
Yeah, these don't come tuned from the factory.
all right.
You got to tune them.
so this old guy dies.
Thank you. Hold on, they're still reacting to my amazing joke that I just made.
Okay.
Let them get it all in like a sitcom.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So this old guy dies, and his wife is at the funeral home making arrangements with the director, and she has his body there, and she says, I would like him to be buried in a nice blue suit. And the director says, well, he's in a really great black suit. She goes, no, it needs to be blue. Here's a blank check, please. And he goes, okay, sure, no problem. So they're at the service a few days later, and she comes up to the director and says, that blue suit is perfect. It's exactly what I had in mind. Thank you so much. And he goes, sure, no problem. Here's your check back. She says, I don't understand. He says, well, shortly after you left, this other woman came in with her dead husband, and he was in this beautiful blue suit. And I looked at your husband, and I looked at him, and, they were about the same size and everything, so, I just switched heads.
Solid, right? Solid. You don't see it coming. There's a little bit of a twist to that joke. There's a twist to it. I think this apple juice has turned. The Irish have been drinking whiskey for thousands of years, and we continue that tradition tonight. You're welcome.
This is a love song. Her pride and his joy was raven black, and it ran like a river of silk down her back. And she brushed it every morning 100 times, and he washed it for her on Saturday nights. Then a drought struck the heartland in 1935. They didn't have water for Saturday nights. It all seemed so hopeless, so she cut it with the shears. And he held her close and said through her tears, I'll build you a barrel to catch the rain, to wash out the dust of the Kansas plain. I swear you'll never have to cut your hair again. If it's the last thing I do on this earthly plane, I'll give you a barrel of rain. So he worked in the evenings when he finished up the chores, and cut out some staves from a chest of drawers. Then he bound them with leather and sealed them with tar. Then he got to his knees and prayed in the yard. I've built this barrel to catch the rain, to wash out the dust of the Kansas plain. If you give me this, Lord, I'll never ask nothing again. Just a little thundercloud now and then to give her a barrel of rain. Well, the rain never came. The barrel sat dry, and she watched as the truth of it ate him alive. Then God took the crops, and the bank took back the land. And when his spirit broke, he just folded his hand. And as the sun beat down on his thirsty grave, she thought of the fields that he plowed in vain. Then she screamed at the sky with all her rage and pain. Oh, he didn't want much and he never complained. Dear God, he just wanted a barrel of rain. Her pride and his joy And all that she brought to these Oregon shores was a barrel made out of an old chest of drawers. And the neighbors all whisper that she's insane, the way that she stares at the driving rain and waits for the gutters to fill it up again. Then on Saturday nights, if the sky is tame, she washes her hair in a barrel of rain.
We have new songs that we're working out, so we're going to try one now. It's in D.
Okay.
Okay.
Like harmonica play?
I don't know. It's in the key of D,
Okay.
but I don't know what key you'd want to play it on a harmonica. You might want to cross harp. This is our first road trip out here since everything started to come back. We're actually a little bit early. But we couldn't wait anymore. I couldn't wait, just couldn't wait. Yeah. I was going to lose my freaking mind. And this is it. This is right now, this is the thing that we love to do the most. Set up in a backyard with some Christmas lights, and that's it. That's all we need, man. We just love playing our songs. We love meeting people, and we love driving through freaking deserts. It's the stupidest thing. Like, I found myself full of so much joy going, is that borax? For the first time in a year and a half today I did that. And some of you came up to me and said that you watched throughout the year. We did some live streams. We joke about it. It wasn't the same, man. It's not the same in a garage with a green sheet behind you and an iPhone or two and a smoke machine and a bubble machine and some other really stupid things that we tried. But it got us through, man. It got us through, and it helped us remember our songs, and some of you even donated money and helped us pay our rent and stuff. And holy mackerel. We missed being out here, and it sure is nice to be here. This is the BerkelyHart World Tour 2021. It's 4 dates in California. You guys are 25% of the world to us. Anyways, I got wanderlust. My shoes are covered with dust. Ain't gonna let my motor rust. It's anywhere or bust. And I ain't used to standing still, and backing up is a bitter pill. Nobody's holding me against my will. I'm gonna see the other side of the hill. There are words between the lanes, painted lines across the plains, secrets scrolled by wheels and gasoline. If you listen extra close to where the rubber meets the road, ghosts will whisper wisdom to your dreams, and you will know exactly what they mean. So go ahead and turn the music up. Take the long way just for fun. Hitch your track and let the horses run. Go anywhere just for fun. There are words between the lanes, painted lines across the plains, secrets scrolled by wheels and gasoline. And if you listen extra close to where the rubber dreams. Secrets scrolled by wheels and gasoline. And if you listen extra close to where the rubber meets the road, ghosts will whisper wisdom to your dreams. You will know exactly what they mean. You will know exactly what they mean. Thanks. Yeah. All right. The form of the destroyer has been chosen. A little Ghostbusters for you. I could recite the whole movie. I could.
He's not kidding.
But I won't. And I could also recite Ghostbusters 2. Grease 2, also. That's tough, I know, but I did it ironically. I learned it ironically. Is this on? It's on, right? I don't know. It's not on PA, so I don't know if it's... The jokes are coming through, right? You're getting them? You're getting them. Okay, cool. I think they're not getting some of my jokes.
Maybe later tonight it'll occur to them.
Right, like a joke grenade, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I pulled the pin, I threw it, and they're going to go home and it's going to go... Oh, Ghostbusters. Okay.
So, come on, tell more bad jokes, Jeff.
What do you mean bad?
Well, I'm sorry.
Are you?
All right, everyone. Let's hear it again for our good friends, Berkeley and Hart.
Thank you, Pierre, for doing this whole thing. We sure appreciate you guys. Where's the moon?
Yeah, where is it tonight? It was out last night, wasn't it?
If we hear it rain again.
It's gone.
Games or anything? Let's see, you want to do. We should do something from Las Vegas. Should we do Las Vegas? Are we going to in conversations about it? Jeannie, your friend is with you?
Settle down.
Hey, I know. I've been trying, but you're out of control.
Good night, everybody. That's our time. Sorry, we have to draw the line somewhere. Honey. All right.
You said it was Las Vegas, right?
That's all right.
Plug this in every time.
ones have replaced the, lighters.
Not for everything. Whoa, dude. It looks like an alien from here. Is that just me? Bartender. He's tending bar. Thank you, Pierre. I loved that apple juice. I needed to have more.
Watch out for the gopher holes.
I can't go for that. Really? You're so jealous that you have to demean my comedy that's obviously genius. Okay. I get it. Me too.
She put the loss in Las Vegas and the used in used to be. She put the broken hearted and the poor in poor old me. She was a dancer in a Las Vegas show. She moved through me like cancer, subtle and slow, but I loved her completely. She took all I had, and when I was empty, she never looked back. And she put the loss in Las Vegas and the used in used to be. She put the broken hearted and the poor in poor old me. She put the loss in Las Vegas and the used in used to be. And she put the broken hearted and the poor in poor old me.
Thank you very much. Stupid moon. It's on the horizon. Do you see it?
Our audio-visual program is not cooperating.
We paid so much for this LED screen.
Let's do this song first, then.
Okay. By then it'll be up.
This is so it's I guess it's Jeannie's birthday. Happy birthday, baby. happy birthday to you. I can hardly wait to celebrate another year of you. Happy birthday, baby. I'm so lucky you're mine. Happy birthday, baby. Let's have a good time. On the day that you were born, I bet you knocked them out with your smile. I bet a whole lot of people were walking around smiling a great big smile. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jeannie.
Yeah. Good job. Don't fall down the hill. Great job. Awesome. I know. I'm excited. We're going to wait for it. It's going to be so good.
We've built it up into
You
this
guys need a moon.
show.
I'm willing.
You'll give us the moon?
I've done it before.
I'm not surprised.
Gonna need some flashlights.
I doubt it. I don't think it's going to help as much as you might think it will.
Ah, you cracked me up.
Oh! See what he did there?
Hopefully that's the end of that.
Well, I think we probably got to the bottom of it.
Yeah. But
There might be more under there.
underwear.
Nice. I'm pretty sure they're on. They're on. Almost. All right.
By the way, I should tell you, because we just formalized this transaction at the break. If you are interested in our CDs and you just can't decide which one, you can get the 9 CD box set for $100. Just throwing that out there.
There's no special artwork or packaging. You have to carry them like this. That's the fun of it, though. That's what you pay for. I saw some people walking around with all of our CDs and the DVD in their arms. Thank you. We foolishly squander that money on food and heat. Somebody stepped on a rat. No can do. Well, I ain't no sinner. I ain't no saint. I ain't no winner. There's lots of things I ain't. nothing more that I can do. Every time I think it through, I always knew the truth. I ain't nothing without you. Like the river needs the rain, the doctor needs the pain, the song needs a refrain. Although sometimes I'm a ghost, you're the one I need the most. I ain't nothing without you. Well, I ain't immortal, but I live that way. I would love to tell you how I feel if I knew just what to say, but my heart ain't feeling nothing new. I try to stick to what I know is true. Every time I fly away, I count the minutes and the days. I ain't nothing without you. Like the poet needs the page, the actor needs the stage, and anger needs rage to blow off a little steam. Can I be on your team? I ain't nothing without you. What I have up my sleeve, like the air that I breathe. I ain't nothing without you. I ain't nothing without you. I ain't nothing without you. You guys all brought pillows and blankets, right? Pierre decided that he wants everybody to spend the night, so. Thanks, Pierre.
Playing until dawn.
When does he get here?
When does Dawn
Who?
Let's see.
So,
I got it, Delta Dawn. Yeah, we're cool. Yep. I know how it feels. Like all night, I've been feeling like people didn't get my jokes, but I think they're getting them. That's not the problem.
I rode a motorcycle for a lot of years, and then all my doctor friends made me get rid of it. But this is just a song I wrote back in that era of my youth.
Next time, you should say, I rode a motorcycle for a lot of years, and then I figured out how to stop it. It's not on.
Well, he was kicking back at a Chevron in a small Montana town. He just pulled off the interstate to let his bike cool down. She rode in on a Triumph for a gallon of high test, and his heart ignited like a two-stroke in his chest. Well, he asked her out for coffee at the cafe across the street. They talked about their travels and the places left to see. From that day on, they vowed highway with their throttles open wide. See, she was his old lady, he was her old man. Together they rode Thunderbirds from the Rockies to the Rio Grande. Through the years and gears, they were never more than a lane change apart. And he loved to tell her she was the kickstart of his heart. Well, they rode the Texas Basin for most of '68. Made some friends in Gila Bend and stayed till Watergate. They camped along the Snake River just to watch Knievel leave. Then in '75 they were married by the Jackson J.O.P. See, she was his old lady, he was her old man. Together they rode Thunderbirds from the Rockies to the Rio Grande. Through the years and gears, they were never more than a lane change apart. And he loved to tell her she was the kickstart of his heart. Well, it was up in Colorado, just outside of Vail. He laid it down on a hairpin curve and crashed against the rail. And the doctors told him later he should thank his lucky stars that the woman he was riding with was trained in CPR. You see, she was his old lady, he was her old man. Together they rode Thunderbirds from the Rockies to the Rio Grande. Through the years and gears, they were never more than a lane change apart. And he loved to tell her she was the kickstart of his heart. And she loved to hear him tell her she was the kickstart of his heart.
That's one of those songs. One thing about this big break we took was coming back. We didn't really remember any of our songs, so we could just decide which ones to start remembering again. So we're in the midst of that process now.
Love it.
I'm so glad. That's a cool one. We should do that. He on that pocket check. Let's do this one, then that one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Solid.
This one, that
Now,
one, then
I don't want you to get used to yelling out songs and having us know them. That's just really a big coincidence. He actually wasn't even talking to us. He was reminding you about the tip basket. I could host a late night talk show with a segue like that. Seriously. Right. You're with me. We got it. We got it. We got it. was everything but sky. And it suffocates the trees. Here comes the water. Should I struggle or give in? And does it even matter if I sing?
If I sink,
If I sink or swim. Now there ain't no more higher ground. As far as I can see, my heart begins to pound. You know, it's getting tough to breathe. Here comes the water. Should I struggle or give in? And does it even matter if I sing?
if I sink,
If I sink or swim? Your love is like the ocean. It's beautiful and dangerous, a tempting magic potion. Not enough is just too much. Here comes the water. Should I struggle?
should I just
give in? Does it even matter if I sing?
if I sink,
If I sink or swim?
la da 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 da.
Struggle or give in?
La da da
Thanks, you guys.
I think it was Pierre that yelled this one out. This is a song I wrote about my mother, and it was recorded by AC/DC.
No, Ozzy.
I'm more of an ABBA guy. Sorry.
I had Ozzy tattooed across my knuckles. Kalman had ABBA tattooed across his knuckles, and a shirt that said Dancing Queen on the back.
I wore that shirt till it just was unwearable.
I bet you wore it past the point where it was unwearable.
So all the glitter wore off.
Damn it. The glitter never wears off.
Not
Stays in
here.
your
It's
intestines
still
for
here.
years and years.
All right. Well, we haven't played this one in a long time.
We haven't.
So let's hope it goes well. So anyway, this is about my mother. I grew up in Utah. Somebody was asking earlier. I've been in San Diego most of my life, but I did grow up in Utah. And I only tell you that because there's a reference to it in the song. My father wasn't ready for the joys of fatherhood. After 3 more children, he disappeared for good. It was the 1960s in the land of Brigham Young. I was 5 years old, and she was 21. She was a waitress at the Wild Horse Cafe. The smells of food and coffee traveled home with her each day. The pockets of her dress were always tearing at the seams, heavy with the silver of 10% gratuity. And those pockets full of coins came from hours on her feet, nickels, dimes, and quarters that she used to make ends meet. And when I think back on it now, it seems beautiful and strange how much she overcame with pocket change. Well, I remember a friend came by one day with $20 in his fist. He took it from his dad, who was an ophthalmologist. He said he'd never miss it, it was only pocket change. And if I could get some money too, we could ride out on the range. Well, her uniform was hanging up behind the bathroom door. She was still asleep from having worked the night before. I grabbed as many handfuls as my young pockets would hold and spent it with my buddy at the drugstore down the road. And those pockets full of coins came from hours on her feet, nickels, dimes, and quarters that she used to make ends meet. And when I think back on it now, it seems beautiful and strange how much I have to show from pocket change. Well, she was at the kitchen table when I came back that afternoon, staring at her coffee as she stirred it with her spoon. The coins I'd left behind were stacked in rows next to her hand. And when I saw that she was crying, I came to understand that those pockets full of coins came from hours on her feet, nickels, dimes, and quarters that she used to make ends meet. And when I think back on it now, it's so beautiful and strange how much of who I am was in my mother's pocket change. Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Thanks. Cool. Wow, $100 bill. Maybe everybody should do that. Thank you, sir. We'll give that back to you after we're done. We appreciate it. That's one of our little bits. Very little. We're going to do this song. This will be the very last song. And then we're going to do another one. A lot of house concerts we played don't have like a stage with lights and stuff like this. And after we finish the last song, you know, like in a concert setting, you know, after the show's over, the last song happens, the band goes off stage, and the lights stay off, and you're like, oh, okay, they're going to do more if we clap for it. Well, here, you know, we don't have anywhere to go. So we're just going to stay up here, and we're going to take an encore from you. In case, I don't even care if you want it. You don't even have to clap after this next song. We're going to play another song. If you didn't want that song, it's 3 minutes long, for Christ's sake. This is the nicest it's been all day. The moon goes up two hemispheres. The same light there is glowing here. Neath the hunter's guide, I'll meet you there. Not so cold, not so scared. So dial me up and tune me in, and I'll be back home again. It don't matter where I'm bound. When the sky is black and you are blue, we'll have an incandescent view, and I'll be right there next to you. Conversations with the moon. The sound of your voice gives you away, but it'll be alright by the light of day. Baby, please don't cry, 'cause I'm in the sky, and I'll be home by and by. So dial me up and tune me in, and I'll be back home again. It don't matter where I'm bound. When the sky is black and you are blue, we'll have an incandescent view, and I'll be right there next to you. I know you're looking out your window. I know you're looking out for me. And I'm on this long and lonesome road. The man in the moon will patch you through. Just hold the phone up to your soul. Dial me up and tune me in. I'll be back home again. It don't matter where I'm bound. When the sky is black and you are blue, we'll have an incandescent view, and I'll be right there next to you. 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 Conversations with the moon. Thank you all so much for coming.
All right. See what you did?
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that.
Change their clothes.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, we're like Stevie Nicks. We're going to change outfits right now. Do a little cocaine in the background. Just kidding. We don't do a little cocaine. There's no such thing. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm talking out loud again. I've never tried cocaine. I don't remember, honestly. Only users lose drugs. The dyslexic, agnostic, insomniac. The dyslexic, agnostic, insomniac lays awake all night wondering if there really is a dog. It's a thinker. It's a thinker. Well, we're called BerkelyHart. We're from San Diego, California. And it certainly has been an honor to be here tonight in this amazing new amphitheater. And we're going to tell all our friends in rock and roll exactly where to come. But we sure do love coming. This must be our 6th or 7th time. It's amazing, and we're sorry he's not going to have us back after this, but no, we love coming here, and we can't wait to come back, and we sure do appreciate you guys.
Time go by, did I blink my eye? My. Yes. Forgive my thoughtlessness. I'm only human, I guess. Yes. Sadness in your eyes took me by surprise. Where was I? Hey, the joy you bring my way, baby, don't take that away. Where did I go wrong? And how can I be strong if you're gone? Know this before you go, baby, I love you so. It's been a long time since I got you on my mind. Now you are here, and it's so clear to see what we can do, baby, me and you. Steer it up, little darling, steer it up. I know you want to sing along. Come on. Steer it up, little darling, steer it up. So good. Now,
satisfy your heart's desire. Stir it up now, baby, every minute. All you gotta do is just stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Quench me when I'm thirsty. Come on and cool me down, baby, when I'm hot. Your recipe, it's so tasty. And you sure know how to stir my pot. Come on and stir it up. I can hear you now. Come on. Little darling, stir it up. Stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Time go by, did I blink my eye? My. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pierre and Lee. Thank you all so much. We sure do love playing for you, and we sure love playing here. It's been an honor. We're called BerkelyHart. We're from San Diego, California. Good night, everybody. Thanks. Wouldn't it be nice to go home tonight with all of your holiday shopping completely finished?
Where's that moon? No shit. It really let us down.
I guess I have to do it.
Too late. The moon's got no timing.
to see you. How you going,